Hi, Dr. Anita here. Welcome back to my headquarters and the lovely view outside of my window as we're facing this limbo lockdown. Before I move on into more tips and ideas, I wanted today to talk about something that all of us will likely be going through in various ways and times, and that is the process of grief and loss. Now, you might hear those words and think, well, hang on, isn't that to do with death or losing someone that you love? Well, yes, but actually, it's also the area of losing various aspects of our lives that meant a lot to us. And it's a concept that we often address in my work. And so I think today I'd like to talk about that a bit more. The thing is that even in our current reality, when we're watching the reruns or films, we're looking at a life that has just gone and now we're living a whole different reality. And as a result, it's going to bound to bring up different areas of loss in our hearts. So what do we do with that? Well, firstly, let's kind of think through what comes up in the area of grief and maybe take the example of someone who's passed away that you love. And the first thing is that you will probably remember the good things about what you had with that particular person or even whatever it was that you had. And secondly, then you will think about the fact that you're missing them right now and their presence and the things that you would like to be doing with them. And then the third thing would be around the area of the sadness of lost opportunities and missed possibilities. It's all part of that grieving process when you've lost somebody, but also it actually applies to different areas of our lives, like maybe career, education, the loss of finance, connection, and the list goes on for you at this particular time. It's really important that we don't ignore that process, and it's actually a little bit of a deeper process that's going to be walked out not just in a matter of days, but in the next few weeks, as we're probably heading into a bit of a marathon to the other side of this particular crisis. It's really important that we give ourselves time and space to process what this area of grief might look like in our lives. And so it's making sure you're doing things like maybe journaling or praying or sharing, or all three of those things actually, with one another. And as a family, there's an importance on how you as a parent are present in the pain that your children might be feeling in different ways. And so it's things like not rushing with a fix-it solution, but just staying with them and listening to what it is that they're struggling with. And secondly, validating the feelings of difficulty, pain, and frustration that they are valid to feel right now. And thirdly, it's the area of comfort, of offering that your presence with them in the pain, or even a hug or a touch to show that I'm here with you as we walk this out. An option to think about is, as a family, just sitting together and sharing these areas of loss and pain. And obviously not everybody's able to do that, or it's not really the fit for you, but it's just a thought that I have around how do we stay connected with one another to feel that area of comfort by being together in this. And it does remind me of words that Jesus said in the Bible, and that is, blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. And so there's something around allowing yourself to mourn what's gone and not knowing if it's going to be with us. And there is a comfort in that comes through when we do that. In fact, as I'm filming this, we're heading into Easter, and before we celebrate the resurrection of Jesus on Sunday, there's still the Friday where we acknowledge the fact that he did go through pain and death, and that actually there is an acknowledgement that there is pain in our current everyday at the moment. We don't sink into that, but we don't ignore that either. So I hope that's helpful, and in the meantime, I'll see you in the next video. Stay well and see you soon.